Just try to share that so that it will collect and put in in of your notepad or somewhere. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
One minute. Okay, let us start. So we were discussing about the basic and like fundamentals. So Python, to recap, Python is a high-level programming language, interpreter high-level programming language, which is basically used for general purpose. So I can use Python for any kind of purpose, which we discussed about. So we saw so many applications of Python as well, but how can I start my coding in Python? So there are so many tools available in the market to run your Python code. In general, you have like Jupyter Notebook is there where I can go and install, and I have like Python Windows version is there. If you go and use any Linux environment, by default Python will be available. So, but one of the popular tool where people use for Python development is Anaconda Navigator. So let me share my screen. You are able to see my screen, everyone. So to start using Anaconda, right, you need first install Anaconda Navigator in your environment. I shared one document yesterday where you can find a document how to install Anaconda Navigator in Windows. So you can follow that if you want to go and install that. That document will help you on how to install Anaconda Navigator in your Windows environment. So in general, how we can do? We can go to Google, search for Anaconda. You can see Anaconda download, and here it URL which we can see download Anaconda distribution, and you need to go and download that. You can skip the registration; it is not mandatory. This is Anaconda website. Here you will see the Anaconda installers based on your type of operating system you are using. You can download that. If you are using Windows, download this. A installer will be available, and you need to click on this and it will download. And once after it is downloaded, double click that and install it like a normal software. If you are using MacBook, you need to download based on your Mac version. You can go and try to download this and you can install it. And any Linux environment, if you want to go and install, you can also do that. And where Anaconda Navigator will be installed in the Linux environment. But as of now, mine is a Windows. My OS is Windows. So I already installed this by downloading this, and I installed. And as soon as your installation is completed, how do we know that Anaconda Navigator is available in my system? You need to go and search for Anaconda in the search bar, like where you can go and say Anaconda, and you will see a green circle icon like this. Whenever you see this green circle Anaconda Navigator in your search box, you can conclude that Anaconda is available in your laptop or PC. Once you click on this software, it will open a page like this, a Anaconda Navigator application, and this contains multiple different softwares inside. Like we have so many softwares available, as I mentioned, to run Python development, to perform Python development. So PyCharm is one of the popular IDE, integrated development environment, to perform your Python development. And we also have Jupyter Lab is available, where I can go and create multiple Jupyter notebooks. So you can see here there is a Jupyter notebook also available, a single Jupyter notebook. So I can even use a Jupyter notebook also. This one. I can do this also, but I can create only one single Jupyter notebook and I can run my code here. But in Jupyter Lab, I can create multiple Jupyter notebooks and I can manage them. And some people use even VS Code editor also nowadays. That is also one of the popular editor to manage multiple programming languages in single editor. I can write Python code, I can write Java code, I can write C code, I can write any language using VS Code editor. If at all you want to use VS Code editor, you can even also use VS Code editor also. But as for our particular demonstration, we use Jupyter Lab, this one. So Jupyter Lab, by default, it will show you as like this. The first time when you install, you will see your Jupyter Lab looks like a install button. You need to click this. Once you click this install button, it will try to install, and your install button will be changed to launch button like this. So I need to go and launch this. So I'll click on this particular Jupyter Lab, launch. Then it will automatically is launching Jupyter Lab here, which will open a web browser to use my Jupyter Lab environment. There is one more tool called Spider also, but in most of my career I used Jupyter Lab only. So it is opening a web browser to run your Python code. So to start with my Python code, there are so many options here. So where I can directly start with a Python 3 notebook here, which is called Interactive Python Notebook, IPYNB. The extension will be IPYNB, Interactive Python Notebook. When you click this, it will try to create a Jupyter Python notebook. So we can go here and let me try to click on this, and you can see a first a Python notebook, which you can see here. And here I can start writing my Python code. So Python commands are very simple. So we can go and start running Python code by running the commands interactively here. So if at all you want to learn Python, you need to use this interactive notebook to run the commands one by one, and you can learn it. So to display something on the console, you need to go and use the Jupyter a Python command, where I need to go and leverage a function called print, which is almost like a printf in C programming, or there are so many functions available in other programming languages also. So we can go and use a print function to display something on the console. So this print function is going to display whatever you enclose in double quotes like this. So first of all, any programming language, when you are dealing with, you should know how to display something, because you to validate what your data is. So print is a function here that will allow to display anything in the console. So console means this is the console, the output. So there are so many functions available. Python is basically designed with so many packages, and each package is a group of functions. So if you know which function to use, which function to use for which purpose, your job is done. You need to know which package is required for this particular operation, which function I need to use for this operation. Then you can go and directly achieve what you are looking for. Assume I want to load a Excel file into this Python environment, and I want to go and manipulate that data. Then I should know a package called pandas. and I want to go and perform some numerical operations. I should know a package called NumPy, and I want to go and build some charts. Then I need to know a package called Matplotlib. So I want to perform machine learning. I need to know a package called scikit-learn. I want to go and connect to MySQL database. So I should know the package PyMySQL. Like that, for every purpose, you have a package here. You need to install the package and start using that particular package, and what functions inside that package will help you. And that is how every Python development will happen. As of now, we were able to display something on the console. And how can I define every programming language, right? If you go to any programming language or any language, whatever the normal way of learning a language is, you should know the fundamentals, right? You go and learn alphabets, you go and learn about and then words and then sentences and then paragraphs. So you should know a organized way, right? The basics are required. Similar to that, even Python is a programming language where you should know the fundamentals of this Python, like variables. And then you should know what are data types, operators, and then control statements. And then I need to use all the fundamentals of the Python, and I need to combine them and write a single Python program. So that is how you need to learn. So fundamentals means here, we need to go and learn first what are variables. So what is a variable? A variable is a name that will be given to a memory location, and we can store some value inside that variable, and we can represent that variable for that value. For example, I want to go and store the age of the person. I'll say age 45. In other programming languages, I need to say, for example, in C, to use a age equal to 45, I need to say int age semicolon also. Correct or not, everyone? If someone worked on other programming languages, you should know. But you need to declare and then you need to use the variable. Is it correct, everyone? In C programming or Java, I need to declare, right? First.
Yeah,
Without
any other
declaring-
programming language, we need to define the variable first.
Correct. But here it is not mandatory. Simply age equal to 45 is sufficient. As soon as I run this code, how to run this code? Keep your cursor and play button or control enter. My age variable got created now, and it is also holding a value of 45. But how do I know? I can use either print of age, this one way. Then it will display 45 now. Now you should conclude that age is holding 45 now. This is one way of displaying the variable value, or I can simply say age. This is only available in Jupyter Notebook. Simply giving a variable also will display the value in that variable like this. I can use either this one or this one. Both are okay. What if I want to change the value of age? I can simply again say age equal to 55. Again execute. So whatever the most recent value that will be assigned to that variable, that will be the value for that variable. Now again, if I say age, what happens? My age value should be 55, right? Correct or not, everyone? We are overwriting the 45, whatever existing value is 55. So when I go and say age again, it will display 55. So the conclusion here is the most recent value will be available for that variable. So a variable, again I'm telling, a variable is a name given to a memory location to hold some value. As of now, we are storing a age value, which is a numerical type. What is the type of this particular age? It is an integer type, right? Correct or not, everyone? It is not decimal number. It is only integer type. So when how do I know this is integer type? How do Python will store? So when I use a function called type of age, this function's nature is to provide what type of data this particular age is storing. It should return int because 55 is a integer value. So it will return int. So int is one of the primitive data type in Python. So automatically Python is assigning int to age. We are not declaring anything here. You have to understand that, everyone. In C, C++, and other programming languages, you need to clearly declare the variable before you are going to use it. But here, we are not declaring anything. We are simply assigning the value to variable like this. So we are giving age equal to 55. So automatically 55 is getting stored in this age. That too, the most recent value, whatever you go and assign, this is called assigning a value. Assign to this particular age, that is only the actual value of that variable. So age is holding 55 now. When I go and change again, for example, I go back and change again to 65. What happens now when I run this? Now age will become 65 now. The most recent value only will be available in age. But whatever the type of this variable is, integer, int, this is what how Python will store in the memory. When I say, for example, like height equal to 6.2, this is not integer, correct? No, this is a decimal number. So how's Python will store it? So Python will consider height as a float type. Any decimal value when you are storing, so Python will consider that as a float. How do I know? Use the same function type. First, you try to display that height. When I say height or print height, it will display 6.2. So going forward, I can use this height for the 6 point to represent the 6.2 anywhere. So I'll say like the ename equal to Kumar or Gopi something. So here I am storing a name which is not numerical or integer or float. It is a alphabetical type. Anytime you want to store any alphabetical data, you need to enclose in double quotes or single quotes here. I am using double quotes here, and ename equal to Gopi, which means that when I run this, ename will hold Gopi. You can see here. So Gopi is the name of this variable. So this ename, when I go on the display, it is automatically displaying Gopi here. If I say Gopal, I can even change it. When I say Gopal here, now again you go on display, ename will become Gopal now. See. So whatever the value name I am storing here, that the most recent data only will be available in that variable. Hope everybody is following.
Yeah, so ename is a variable.
Correct. Ename is a variable, height is a variable, age is a variable. All these are called user-defined variables because we are defining. Correct, right? These are
So
not
based
predefined.
based on the input value, it is dynamically
Hmm.
changing the variable type.
Exactly, correct. Now,
Okay.
age is int, correct? No, integer.
Yeah.
What will be the type of height? It should be float. Float, correct. So when I say type of height, Python will automatically assign a type float to this variable. See,
So if
we
you
have
change the input from 6.2 to just a 6, it will automatically convert to integer.
exactly correct. See, when I, for example, very good question. When I say 6 here, what happens? Height
It
type
should
will
convert,
become correct.
it should convert from float to integer again.
Exactly. See, it changed again. See, height I change 6, right? It automatically change the type also. You can see here. When I say 6.3 again, and I go back and execute this type of height, it will show now float. See, according to the value, most recent value, the most recent value, whatever available in my variable, that particular data type also automatically assigned by Python. Clear? Everyone? And what will be the type of ename? That also we'll see. Yeah, go ahead. Someone asking something.
String.
str, correct. It is a string type. So when I say type of ename, whatever I enclose in double quotes, automatically Python will consider that as a string, str. I can even give number also here. It doesn't matter. Even I give number also here. Python will consider that as a string only. Anything that you enclose in double quotations, Python will consider that as a string. Automatically.
What about the memory allocation for this variable type? Immediately it will change inside
So based on the type, right, integer will have range, right? Minus
Yeah, yeah,
32,767
yes,
to
yeah.
that range, same range. Whatever C will follow, right? Same Python will follow here. So C programming, whatever C programming will follow, the same kind of memory allocation in Python also, most of the times.
Okay. But in C, it's a physical memory allocation, right? But it's now it is dynamic, right?
That's what I'm saying. Here, there you declare first, but here
Hmm.
only after you execute this line, then only you will allocate, right?
Yes, yes. But in C, initially we declare the variable type. So it will be
Correct.
fixed in memory up to
Correct,
32,000,
correct.
whatever the
No,
range.
I'm saying that the size talking about, the size. What size it will allocate, it is similar to C program, I'm saying, integer means.
Okay, okay, okay.
The size is same, but the allocation may be dynamically, whatever according to the type of data I am storing,
Hmm.
it will may change. But the size will be same.
Okay, okay.
So here, ename is string now. We have one more data type called Boolean also. For example, is job holder. I want to store false, true or false. I can store either true or false, which is called as Boolean type. These are the four main data types which Python is providing: integer, float, string, and Boolean. So how do I know this is a Boolean? When I execute this, each job will hold a Boolean value now. So which is nothing but false. True or false. I can either store true or false. Now when I say type of this each job, what will be the output? BOOL, which is nothing but Boolean. So this is the type of data we are storing. So we have four different types. One is integer, float, string, and Boolean. These are the most commonly used data types in Python. These are also called as primitive data types. And how many values we are storing in this variable? Every variable, I ask you. In every variable, how many values we are storing as of now?
One.
One
Every
value.
time it's
Correct.
only one value.
One
One
value,
value,
one
correct.
value, yeah.
Here, as of now, we are only able to store one value. There is an option to store more than one value also. We'll discuss
Can-
about that.
Can use array.
An array, not array. We have array. We have list. There is one more data type called complex data type. We have list, tuple,
Okay.
dictionaries, and set.
Okay.
So those complex data structures will allow us to store more than one value. But I'll discuss about that. But while creating the variables also, right, there are some rules here. Every programming language will have the same rules. Here also the same. A variable name should not start with a number or a special character. When I try to, for example, try to create a variable, one name, something like that, this is not allowed because then the variable name should not start with a number here. When I run this, it will not allow you. And not even any special character also, other than underscore. Except underscore, I cannot use any special character here to create a variable. When I run this, this also will throw error. Any special character other than underscore. Plus, I can start with this name with underscore also. That is valid. Python will allow you. When I say underscore name equal to John, so it is created. When I say underscore name here, Python will allow you. And I can also use a underscore in between also. This is also okay. Single or double quotes, I can give anything. See, emp underscore name also valid. But I cannot use other special characters in between other than underscore. This is not valid. This also will throw error. Okay. And a variable name should not be a keyword, Python keyword as well. That is also one rule. Int is a keyword, right? Bool is a keyword, Python keyword. False is a Python keyword. So a variable name should not be a Python keyword also. These rules are applicable even in other programming languages also. The same rules here also. If you go to C also, same rules. C++, Java, everywhere same rules. the variables rules will be same. Because we are storing the value in the memory, so a variable is nothing but a name that will hold some value in the memory for the intermediate storage. And every variable will have a data type. Whatever we saw, the data types here: integer, float, string, and boolean. These are the 4 data types which we saw just now. And we also saw variable rules which we should follow strictly. A variable name should not be a keyword. A variable name should not start with a special character or a name or a number, sorry. And a variable name can start with a underscore. And I can have a I cannot have any special character in between of a variable name also. These rules we should strictly follow. If you don't follow, you will experience this kind of errors. And this is applicable to not only variables. Even if you are creating a function, the function name also should follow the same. A list name also same. A tuple also same. Because wherever you are using a user defined name, so you need to follow the same rules. Hope that is clear, everyone. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. So variables, we saw data types, and we also have some operators in Python. So you might have seen so many operators in mathematics, and even if you have used any programming language, you also might have seen some operators there, like arithmetic operators, relational or comparison operators, logical operators, and then we also have assignment operators which are available in Python. We also have membership operators that usually we can understand only if you know about list and data structures in Python. But as of now, let us try to see what are the arithmetic and other operators. When I say arithmetic operators, you may have already know this: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. All these 4 operations will follow arithmetic operations. So for example, when I say A equal to 40, and B equal to 60. So now A is holding 40, correct, no? And B is holding 60. When I say A plus B, so automatically what happens? 40 plus 60, I should get 100. You can see here. So plus is acting as a arithmetic addition here. And I say B minus A, 60 minus 40, I should get 20. So A minus B, I should get how much? 40 minus 60 minus 20, right? Correct or not? So Python will calculate according to the variable values. When I say A asterisk B, I will get a multiplication of 40 and 60, which is 2400. When I say B slash A, 60 by 40. So what will be the output if I 60 by 40? It will give some decimal number. Usually 60 by 40 means. So when I go and run this, you will see 1.5. One important thing which we need to remember here is this slash will always result a boolean, a floating result here. When I say, for example, instead of 60, I say B equal to 80, for example. So what happens if I say B by A now? What is my output? 80 by 40 in general. If I divide integer 2 in general, but you will say you will get 2.0 because a slash will always result a float point result. Correct. No, not boolean. It is a floating point.
Floating point.
Yeah. What if I want to get integer result? I will give a double slash here. If I say B double slash A, it will give the integer result like this. See? Hope you are getting, everyone.
a kind of typecasting.
Floor division. We'll call it as a floor division.
Oh, okay.
Double slash. Single asterisk we are using for multiplication, right? If I say A is already how much? A is 40. When I say A double asterisk 2, this is nothing but A square. When I say double asterisk, it will treat it as a power operator. When I say A double asterisk 2, A is 40 already, correct? No? When I say A double asterisk 2, 40 square I'll get. What I'll get? 1600, right? Correct or not? Hope you are getting. A power, A square, A cube, A power 4, like that. To achieve that, double asterisk will help us. But there is a function also available. When I say POW, a POW also a comma 2 will give me the same output. I can use this function as well, but as an operator, I can use double asterisk to achieve that. See, both are same. So Python is very flexible. So we can use different ways to get a result. I can use this one, or if you know power function, I can use power function. We are simply passing a value, comma, I am giving what power you want. I say
But
a
for
power.
every line, sorry, for every line we need to run command.
This is an interactive notebook, right? We need to run. Correct.
Okay.
If at all you want to run as a script, right? Then I need to go here. I need to use a Python file here.
Okay.
But I'll show you. But as of now, when you are learning, learn like this always.
Okay.
Because if you don't run every command, right, you cannot understand. Every command you have to line by line run it and understand. Once after you know everything, then you create a single file and keep all commands inside and run it. That is the best way always. That is why we call this as an interactive Python notebook. Given extension also you can see IPYNB, interactive Python notebook.
Okay.
So here, double asterisk is acting as a power operator. And if I say a percentage, where is A is 40, right? A percentage 2, 40%.
So the mid operator.
Modulus.
Modulus, yeah. Modulus operator.
Reminder operator. Correct. Very good. So what I will get? 40 divided by 2. The remainder will be 0. Correct, no?
Yeah, correct.
So people get confused. So slash will always give the coefficient. Percentage will give us remainder. Assume I want to find out a number is even or odd. I can use this method. Correct, no? I can simply divide by 2. Any even number I divide by 2, I will get remainder 0. Can I consider like that? And any odd number, I will get remainder 1. So if someone asked you, I want you to find out a number is even or odd, I can use percentage operator. Correct, no? Do you agree, all of you?
Yes.
The logic I can use. A percentage can be used, and I can find out a number is either even number or odd number by simply dividing by 2. If I get a remainder 0, I can say it is an even number. When the remainder is 1, I can say it's an odd number. Simple. So when someone asks you that question, you need to think like which operator I need to use here. So I need to use percentage to find out the remainder. So these are all will be called as arithmetic operators. Plus, minus, asterisk, slash, double slash, double asterisk, and percentage. And one more interesting thing is plus can be used for string concatenation also, not only for arithmetic addition. For example, I have a first name here. This is my first name, F name equal to this one, and L name equal to, I'll say. So I have first name and last name. So what I can do, I can say F name plus, I can add a space plus, I can say L name. So this is going to give me a full name, John space Paul. So here plus is acting as a string concatenation also, correct or not, everyone? When I run this, see, So what is the conclusion here? Plus can be used for arithmetic addition or string concatenation also. Clear, everyone? When I use with strings, it will combine the strings. When I use with integer numbers, it will try to behave like a arithmetic addition. Correct or not? Are you getting, all of you?
Yes.
The plus is behave based on the type of data. You can ask me, what happens if I say, for example, like this? Will it allow me? No. Because either I should convert this to string or I should convert this to integer. Correct or not? What happens if I do something like this? It will not allow you. It will throw error. We are concatenating string and integer. So what I need to do, either I need to convert this into a string, means I can do simply, I can use a function called str. A function is there already. We are converting this 23 to a string, and then I can combine. Now this is also string, 23 also string. So when I run this, I'll get like this. So these kind of operations we should know. In the real-time environment, you may need to convert sometimes say integer to string and string to integer also. Hope that is clear.
Yeah, so like we can mention it str, or else we can give in double inverted comma as well. 23.
Can. Yes, you are right. Instead of that, I can also do something like this. If my 23 is in a variable, for example, age equal to 23, then it will be integer, right? Correct or not?
Yeah.
Then I need to use str function only, correct? I cannot use double quotes, right? Yes or no? If I, for example, if I say age here, what happens? Age is already created here, if you see, 65. So if I run this, will it allow me? No, right? Then what I need to do here? Convert this into str now. When to use that function, I'm trying to explain you. If whatever you mentioned is correct, but if my value is not a fixed value, if it is in a variable, then definitely I need to convert that and I need to use like this.
Or if the age is assigned with some string, then no need to convert.
Correct. You're right. Provided the age is a string, I can simply combine. No problem at all. Only if it is other than string, even it is float also, I need to convert. Correct, no? Okay, for example, if I say height also, I need to convert, no?
Yeah.
Either other than string, if I want to concatenate, I need to convert that into a string. Simple. Which function? str function. And one more interesting thing is I can convert a string to integer also if there's a number. For example, the same age I store like this. Or a equal to 65 I mentioned, whatever it is, for example, a equal to 65. And I mentioned b equal to 40. So what happens if I say a plus b? Will it allow me? No, right? Same problem. A is a string, b is an integer. It will throw the same error. We are concatenating str, string and integer. Now what I need to do? I need to convert a to integer. Then what I need to do? I use a function called int. Opposite way. Here we converted number to string, and here we are converting a string to integer. What will happen now? 65 plus 40. I should get 105 now. See, sorry, 145. Sorry. int of a is correct? No, I think so. Oh, I have not executed this. Sorry. Now I should 105. Okay, yeah. Are you getting, all of you? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So what if I say float here? I will get 105.5, 0.0. Correct, no? 0.0. Why? A is become 65.0, no? Float means. So automatically A will become 65.0 because I'm converting into float now. So my output will become 105.0 like this.
Okay.
Because based on the type of function I'm using, my type will change and my result also will change. Are you getting, all of you? Priority. The data type priority also matters here. A float plus integer, always a float. So these are all called as arithmetic operators. And you also have relational operators also. Relational operators means comparison, like which is bigger, which is smaller, or whether two values are equal or not. So we have some large relational operators are there. For example, A is, sorry, I'll try to change this to 65, normal number, and A is now integer, and B is 40. Now I say A greater than B. So we have A greater than B. So greater than is nothing but a relational or comparison operator. So a relational operator always will return a Boolean result. We discussed about Boolean data type, true or false. So when I say A greater than B, 65 greater than 40, what should it return?
True.
True or false? True, right? See, true. When I say A less than B, it should return false. Correct, right? 65 is not less than 40, right? Yes or no? Are you getting, all of you? What is the use of this particular greater than, less than?
Yeah.
So this will be used to compare the values. Whenever I want to compare one value with another value. And how can I compare both are equal or not? I need to use a double equal to. A double equal to B. Is 65 equal to 40? No, right? Both are not equal. So what should be my result here? False, right? I told you already, like this particular operators always return Boolean type only. Any relational operator you see, the result will be always true or false, either true or false. As of now, A is 65, B is 40. This condition should return true, either true or false. My question. It should return
False.
correct, false only, correct. How can I verify both are not equal? I use A exclamatory equal to B. This will return, this should return true, correct, no? 65
Yes.
not equal to 40, no?
Yes.
And for example, C equal to, I'll say 65. When I say A greater than or equal to B, what happens? A is 65, B, C is also 65. So this is going to behave like greater than or equal to. So since it will return true only.
True.
Oh,
Because
Greater than or equal to. Yeah.
equal to is there, right? That is the reason. Or equal to. Even if I say A less than or equal to B also will return true only. This also will return true only because equal to is there. C I need to give here. C here also C. See, this also should be C. In both cases, the equality is dominating here, not greater than. So what these operators will be called as? All these are called as relational or comparison operators. Clear, everyone? Yes or no? Are you getting? Arithmetic operators, relational operators. We also have logical operators. So logical operators are only three: and, or, and not. What is the purpose of them? Whenever I want to combine multiple conditions, multiple relational conditions, for example, I want to check like A greater than B and A equal to C. is A greater than B? Correct, no? A value is 65, B is 40. So this condition is true only, right? The first one. Correct or not? 65 greater than 40. What is my output? Is it true or false? I'm asking.
True.
65 true. And A equal to C. 65 equal to 65. Also true, right?
Yeah,
So
true.
Yeah.
what will true and true always will return a true. For example, I mentioned something like this. A less than B. This is false, correct, no? 65 less than 40 is always false. But this is true. But even this condition is true and will always give a domination, will dominate. False will always dominate here.
Both
AND case.
both the conditions should satisfy.
Both conditions should be true. Then only it will return true. In any case, other than any one condition is false, the AND will always returns a false only. So for AND, all conditions should be true. Then only your result will be true. Any one condition is false, the entire result will go to false. But this is not same case for R. When I give the same with R, when I say R here, R is very liberal. When I say one condition is true, it will give true automatically.
At least one condition should satisfy.
Correct. One condition should satisfy. Correct. So this will be true. So even this is false. Now in our case, true case will dominate in general. So when I go and run this, it will return me true. Okay. Even this is false, it is not bothering. Since this is true, it is giving true. Only both conditions are false. Then only R will return false. If, for example, if I say A not equal to C, 65 not equal to 65, which is false, and A less than B, 65 less than 40, this is also false, this is also false. Both are false, so my result will become false now, see. So in our case, my result will be false only if two conditions are false. And in AND case, my result will be true only if both conditions are true. In all other cases, AND will return false and R will return true. So anytime you want to combine multiple conditions, these two operators will help you. And one more operator, NOT operator is there. This is try to convert your result to opposite value. Say for example, NOT of A less than B. Already A less than B is a false. So when say not false, it will return true. So not false means always true. When I say not of A greater than B. So A greater than B is true. 65 greater than 40. But since not is there in front of it, it will try to convert this result to false. So not true is false, not false equal to true, like that. So AND, OR, NOT, these three are called as logical operators, arithmetic operators, relational operators, and logical operators. And we have one more type called assignment operators also. So they are, which are also called as shorthand assignment operators. We have these operators in C programming also, or C++ also. So for example, when I say A is already, how much it is? 65. If at all I want to increment A value by 1, what I will say, A equal to A plus 1, correct, right? After this line, A value will become 66. Do you agree, all of you? Because A is already 65. When I say A equal to A plus 1, this will be replaced by 65. So 65 plus 1 equal to 66. And 65 will be assigned to A. So when I run this, A will become how much? 66 now. I hope everybody is following what this line is doing.
Yes.
Correct or not?
Yes.
A equal to A
Generally,
plus 1.
generally we use for looping.
You are simply incrementing the value by 1, simple. Correct, right? The same thing can be implemented by using this shorthand form, A plus equal to 1, like this. Both are same. This one and this one both are same. When I run this also, the same operation will be repeated. Already A is 66. Now A will become 67 now. See, both will behave the similar way. I can use either one. When I say A minus equal to 1, what happens? What will the A value now after this? As of now 67. When I say A minus equal to 1, it is equivalent to A equal to A minus 1, right?
Yeah.
So my
66.
output should be 60. Correct. When I run this, A should become automatically 66.
66.
Now I say A slash equal to 11. What happens? What the A value? Who will tell?
6.
This is
6.
Are you sure?
6.0.
someone is saying the answer. Correct. It should be
6.0.
6.0, right?
Mm.
Everyone? Slash will always give us floating point result. Correct? No?
Okay.
Okay.
If I run this, A should become how much? 6.0. Only if we double slash, you can consider A will become 6. Now A value already
Right.
changed to 6, no? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
A is already 6.0. I will say
Right.
A star equal to 2. What happens? What is my output?
12.0.
Correct. A is multiplied by 2, 6.0 into 2, which will become 12.0. Correct.
Okay.
Now, A percentage equal to 2. What is my output? Who will tell?
0.
0 or 0.0.
Yeah.
Let us see. It should be 0.0, right? Float always. So always float will dominate here. See, finally, see these operators, whatever we are using here, will change the value of that variable. These variables are called as assignment operators. We have these operators in C programming also. Same kind of operators. If you go to C++, we have A++, B++ also, A minus minus, correct, right? But those operators are not available here. Increment and decrement operators. But these operators are called as assignment operators. So arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, and assignment operators. These 4 operators are very important. And we have membership operators also, but I will discuss about membership operators once we go and start learning about data structures. We have different data structures available, which are like list, tuple, dictionaries, and sets. So to verify the membership of a value, we will try to use this membership operators, which is a in operator, and in and not in. So I'll discuss about them once we start learning about those operators. I'll discuss about that tomorrow only, but I'll try to show what are these in and not in operators once we start learning about those operators. I hope everybody is following. Correct, right?
Yeah.
Very
So regarding this percentage one,
Hmm.
does it also behave as if 100% or 200% kind of?
No, this is just like a reminder. When you divide any number, right? Slash will always give the quotient. Percentage will give us the remainder. Not like percentage.
Okay.
No, that is different. So whatever you ask, that is the answer for that question is this percentage operator is not going to help us. There are some functions available for that. We can use some mathematical functions. Percentage function is there. We can use that. But this
Okay.
is a percentage operator. So this operator always will give us a reminder
Reminder.
only. Reminder only. For example, A is, for example, I say A equal to 21. Correct, right? So I can use this percentage as I mentioned earlier to find out this number is an even number or odd number. If I say A percentage 2, what happens? What is my output? What will be my output of this A percentage 2 now? In general,
It should be integer of 10.
1, right? So which means I'm getting a reminder right here.
Yes, yeah.
So by looking at this particular one, I can say it's a odd number, right? Correct or not? To
Yeah.
find out a number, I can use a percentage operator. That's what I'm trying to say. If it is 22, what happens? If I say a percentage 2, my remainder will be 0. So I can conclude this is an even number, right? 22 is a any
Yes,
even
yes.
number or odd number. If at all I want to find out, I can use percentage also.
Percentage.
Yeah.
Yes.
The logic I'm talking about. If I ask you to find out a number is even or odd, you can simply use this method. Very easy. Simply it will give you reminder. Based on the reminder, I can say any number, even a 10-digit number also it will give us. Correct, right? When I say, for example, a equal to like even this number, my remainder will be 1 only. See, I can see it's a odd number, right? Correct or not? Any bigger number also I can pass and I can simply find out whether it is even or odd very easily using this method.
Yeah.
There are so many ways to find out a solution. Without using percentage operator also you can do. You can do that. But this is one easiest method. Shortcut method, I can say. So when to use which feature, if you know, that is more than enough. The logic is important, right? Any programming, if you see, the logic is important. How you are going to implement the logic, that is what going to help you. I want to display a message. If my number is even, I want to display a message even. If not, I want to display odd. So to achieve that, I need to use a if construct. We have not discussed about that, but we'll discuss about the control statements. During that particular class, I will discuss about this even odd use case also, how to go and find out. But till now, everybody is clear, right? Yes or no? What are the variables, data types, and operators?
Yes.
You
Yes.
need to practice. I will share these commands, and everybody should download and install Jupyter Labs, and then try to run these commands one by one.
Is there any online package too for the without installation or it is
Online?
mandatory? Any cloud-based Python tool?
You can, if
Python
at all you
package.
want to see, if at all you want to go and don't want to install this, there are so many methods are there, like Google Colab is there.
Okay.
If you
Yeah.
go to Google Colab, that is the easiest method. If you don't want to install anything, I will show you one more easiest method. Go to Google. Everybody should have a Google account, correct?
Yes.
So go to Google. Simply search for Colab. Colab notebook, and Google Colab, click that, and whatever your email account, try to register with that. Simply go and say open, or click on new notebook. It will try to open a notebook here. If you don't want to install, try to use this method, which is the always very, very easiest method. This is also same. Google Colab also is a online cloud version of Jupyter Notebook. You can start working here. I can simply say a equal to 40. 9. Play button. See, it executed. Click on this code and then A and play button. Okay. So whatever we did in Jupyter Lab, we can do the same here also. If at all you want to go and do this, you can also do this. The ultimate objective is you have to learn. Is it clear? Everyone? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You can use this method also. Huh? This is also easiest method. If at all you want to go and use this method, you can use this Google Colab and run your commands. I don't have any problem. You need to learn. That's what the final objective. and how to
Yeah,
run this
but the
command.
reason why I ask is because usually we'll use office laptop, right? So they,
No, that's what I'm
sometimes they
saying.
won't be allowed.
No worries,
Yeah.
no worries. That's what very good question. You asked a very good question. But this is the way. The objective is you learn it. That's it.
Yes.
You can use any method. At the end of day, you should know what is a variable and how to go and utilize that, and what are the operators and what are data types. That's it. Clear, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes.
I will share some materials about so that you can refresh on them. And if you have any doubts, you can follow that those documents. I will share one document for variables and data types and operators, and just go through that. And any time you have any questions while creating the variables, just follow those rules. Tomorrow I will discuss about data structures. Why we need to go for data structures? Till now we are able to store only one value in a variable. Correct, right?
Hmm.
What if I want to store more than one value in a variable? I want to store 10 people ages, or 10 people names, or 10 people heights. How can I store that? That is where data structures will come into picture. A list is one data structure. Tuple is a data structure. Dictionary is a data structure. Set is a data structure. We will learn them in the tomorrow class. Clear, everyone?
Yeah. Will
Are you
also
finding
be-
are you finding any difficulty in Python? Now you have to tell me. Anyone? Is it difficult to learn Python? My question. Maybe
No.
Sneha, are you finding any difficulty?
for today's class, it was good.
Okay, no problem. It will be good. It will be easy only. You will see tomorrow also. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
one question, like, will you be
Hmm.
teaching that Azure
Hmm.
data structure architecture? Sorry.
I missed that part. Okay. Maybe just tomorrow. First, I'll discuss about that. I missed
Okay,
that
sure.
part. Yeah, no problem. But please practice this, everyone. Don't miss the
Yeah.
practice. Any specific questions you have, you just reach out me. I'll try to answer. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay then. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
No worries. Yeah,
Thank you.
no problem.